Well, hello and good morning to all of you. Some of us had the pleasure, if you can call it a pleasure, but there were good things to watch the broadcast from Davos. And the good news from yesterday was that now the US abstained for the former expressed desire to use violence, if necessary, to take Greenland. That's half the road. They still want Greenland. They do say we wish that it was possible that we could have Greenland. No, they still want Greenland. And they have to take that second step and abstain from that, relent from that desire to become friends, to become among us again as friends. I made more flags this time. I made some of the first in the Nordic countries. You see Sweden, we got Finland, NATO members. We got Iceland as well. We got Germany who's here. I made that too. And then I kept an open space here because there is a welcoming open space here for the states if they go all the way to come into the friendly crowd. And for that reason, noticing in the last day they haven't dared, or I don't know why, they didn't put out their stars and stripes entrance to the consulate. So, welcoming them halfway, I made this, and it's got a story. If you just hold that, please. I'll serve you. And I like to present this one, which is a Greenlandic tool you use for seal hunting during winter on the ice. This is camouflage. It's a shield that protects you from being seen by the seal. In the olden days, the Greenlanders, the Inuit, they had the agility to behave like seals and go as close that they could kill them with a spear. They don't have that ability anymore. They shoot it now. So they use this. And there's something inside this camouflage shield which they hide behind. And if I open it up, you'll see what will be coming out. Abracadabra. Coming out, the stars and stripes. It was placed immediately, exactly in front of the gun slit, which is here, from which we'll now remove it and put it back as a welcoming gesture. And this time I have to pass the threshold, but I'll have to do so to knock the door too. So I do it without any bad feelings. So I posted here for them. So we know who they are. During the day. So there we have it. Now it's up to them to take the second step too, to abstain from that. And I recently couldn't stand watching this Davos because it was lie on top of lie in the speech that was held. Greenland was never ever owned by the United States. Not during the Second World War. It was protected and supported, provided for with goods of living from the US, according to a deal with the Danish representative Kaufman there. It was paid for fully with the cryolite that was necessary for the aluminum production in the United States for the war effort. It was similar to Iceland. It was protected in the beginning from England and by England, and then later by the United States. They probably used their bauxite also because they needed to make their airplanes at that time. So it was paid fully. Not only was it paid fully, it was even used, the surplus from that payment was used to bail out some of the Latin countries to
had got a debt to the United States during the war. So it was a trespassing when they remained in England. It was according to the agreement. It was in contradiction to that. But we had the threat of the Cold War at that time. So for that reason we established NATO, and we said, okay, from now on it's okay. You can remain a tool at our ground. We even removed, we never did anything from Denmark to the Greenlanders by force. The Americans made us, forced us to remove the settlement in Tula because they wanted that base there. And that's the truth of the story. I was not only the only lie he said. We are not interested in these rare earth on the 1,000 meters of ice. They're not on the 1,000 meters of ice. They are in open land, in a mountain where the gate is already made many years ago, and they could go straight, and it's never, not even winter covered by ice. There might be a bit of snow. That we didn't pay anything to the NATO. They pay 100%. Come on. They were those who housed the greatest paranoia against Russia during that time. The Russian Iron Curtain was answered by, you can say, a U.S. Iron Curtain, which we were grateful for. It was good because it was a danger we don't realize today. So we accepted and we made NATO, and we have to work together in that way. So we have to put a hole in that truth. And we didn't say about some people that they got low IQ, like he said. If you are interested in truth, you seek the truth, and you don't tell lies. You dare to tell the truth. So take the second step too, and be welcome, and we'll put your stars and stripes among the good and decent countries' flag there, and then we'll help one another on the road to peace. That's what I want to say, and that's it, and now I start my walking.
Secretary Mark Rutte.
Yes, yes.
What do you think about it? Is it just the beginning of
It's been a long way without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you.